Tonight, a family is searching for answers after critical evidence in the in-custody death of their 22-year-old son was destroyed. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto. A federal judge has found that the San Diego County Sheriff's Office intentionally deleted 2.5 days worth of video footage documenting Hayden Schuck's incarceration in 2022. CBS 8's Richard Allen is live outside the Central Jail downtown tonight with what Schuck's parents are saying and the sanctions that the county is now facing. Richard.
Well, Carlo, that's right. It was more than 3 years ago now that Hayden Schuck died from dehydration while in custody here at Central Jail. But leading up to that, 55 hours of surveillance footage from outside his jail cell was deleted, leaving his family now desperate for answers as to what actually happened.
It's an impossibility for this to be an accident.
Tim and Sabrina Schuck say they have no alternative than to imagine how their 22-year-old son Hayden died while in the custody of the sheriff's department.
Likely the worst things that can happen to a human being, happened to him. And I guess we have to go with that.
The couple is bringing a wrongful death lawsuit against the county, but the deletion of more than 55 hours of surveillance video, despite repeated requests from the Schuck's attorney to preserve all evidence, means potentially key evidence of Hayden's final days cannot be presented in court.
Probably lied there dying for days alone, thirsty, pounding his head probably against the wall, punching the walls, slipping, falling, who knows.
Hayden Schuck was arrested and booked into Central Jail in March of 2022 on suspicion of driving under the influence and with drugs in his possession. 6 days later, he was found unresponsive in his cell and ultimately died. The autopsy determined he had cocaine and ecstasy in his system and died of dehydration. While some video footage was saved, including Hayden being placed into a squad car and undergoing a breathalyzer test, over 2 days of his incarceration was erased from the county's video surveillance system.
From the very beginning, we just want transparency. We just wanted to be told, hey, what happened? What could have happened here?
In court last week, a federal judge magistrate blasted the sheriff's office for purposely deleting that footage in violation of the department's policy.
The county wasn't able to provide at the end of the day any sort of real explanation as to why the video wasn't preserved. Who made that decision?
As part of the judge's ruling, she will allow jurors in the upcoming wrongful death lawsuit to draw what's called an adverse inference, meaning that jurors can assume that the deleted footage would have been unfavorable to the county. Mellano hopes this sends a message to the county.
There really can be no picking and choosing what of the relevant evidence to preserve when someone dies in their care.
And the civil trial in this wrongful death lawsuit is now set for November.